So what do y'all love most about the Philippines?
I love the Filipino people. They're all so welcoming and stuff like that. And she was like, wow, I really like this place. You're right, right?
I was impressed how modern it is in some places. So you have really a good mix of traditional Filipino food and culture, but then it's also the international hub where you meet people from every country.
This is Jay and Vanessa, an expat couple from LA that's been living in the Philippines for 5 months. We previously toured their condo in Pasay, but today we're sitting down with them to hear exactly how their experience has been living in the Philippines. Let's check it out.
Okay, welcome back to the channel. This has been a long time coming. I am really excited to have this special guest featured here, and you may have seen a video we did a while back. That video went crazy, but I had to get them on the channel because they've been killing it, traveling all over the world, and they're now in the Philippines. So I appreciate y'all jumping on the channel. Can you just give a brief introduction of yourselves, who you are, what do you do?
I'm Jay Blaze.
I'm Vanessa.
And we're Mr. and Mrs. Global, and we make travel content, food.
Yeah, we're trying snacks and food in different countries, and we do relationship couple videos.
And we've been to some crazy, crazy travel adventures. And of course, we're here in the Philippines at the moment.
And I've been watching their channel for a long time and seen them go all over. So it's really cool to connect with you two out here in the Philippines and really just share your experience, because you are both from two different backgrounds. So that makes it interesting.
Yeah.
But you're also a couple that traveled. I know, Jay, you're from LA.
Yeah.
Vanessa, if y'all can't tell by the accent, German. So you're from Germany. Can you just tell us, like, what is that experience like? First off, being an interracial couple traveling, and then being an interracial couple in the Philippines.
You know what's super funny is sometimes we don't know if people are looking at us because we're interracial or because we're foreigners in a certain place, right? And we're both foreigners to a new place.
And we're both Americans too.
And we're both
because
Americans.
I'm German American, you're
African American. It's always interesting because we're like, are people staring at us because we're good looking? I'm joking. Are people staring at us because I'm black and she's white? Are they just staring at us because we look like we out of place?
It low-key could be both.
Yeah, it could be all of the above,
Right.
right? I think that's what has made our content so unique too, is the fact that it's like we're a fish out of water.
Yeah.
And we kind of really love that, you know what I mean? To see if that we can adapt. We love the fact that we get to explore not only here, but also her country, America, and all the other places that we've been. And it's always the same kind of reaction. Like, people are shocked, and then they're curious.
and we met online, and I was in Germany, he was in LA, and I decided to move from Germany to LA.
Wow.
And then that's when we started the business, and we would always connect through the traveling. It was both our passion before we knew each other.
Nice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you've been in the Philippines for a couple months now, right?
5 months
5
total.
months.
Yeah.
I would never thought we were
Wow.
gonna be
Me
there
neither,
almost
yeah.
once a year.
Okay.
We came here like open-ended. We had a couple of goals that we wanted to meet with our content, which we did. A couple of life goals that we wanted to meet, and we ended up staying here for 5 months. We fell in love with the place.
Wow. So a couple of questions come to mind. What were your first impressions of the Philippines?
I'll let you go because I've been here once before, or a few times before.
Yeah, so my first impression was I had the first 2 weeks I had a hard time dealing with the tropical weather, the humidity. So I was drinking coconut water and put sea salt in my mango juice, and yeah, it definitely took a while. I had to get rid of some of my clothes because it was too warm. That was my first impression, but immediately I fell in love with how friendly people are and the food.
I had been here before, but I never explored. So now we've stayed in every major area in Metro Manila over the past 5 months. It just was like an adjustment. I love the Filipino people. They're all so welcoming. I kind of knew that vibe, but just this time around filming content, it's been even more crazy because people will take pictures with us. They'll hop in our content. They'll be throwing the peace signs up. They'll be throwing the thumbs up signs. So I'm like, wow, okay, these people really embracing us.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they show a lot of love to content creators, vloggers, you know, anyone doing some type of videography or content creation. So that's cool that you can find a place that really welcomes you.
Yeah.
But out of all of the places, I mean, because like I said, you guys travel all over. I've seen y'all in Europe. I've seen, you know, just some of the
Mexico,
places. Yeah, Mexico.
Tulum. We've been to Paris, Belgium,
Netherlands,
Netherlands,
London,
Germany. In the States, we've been to Hawaii, New York,
Right.
Florida, Dallas,
Texas.
Minnesota, Colorado, China. So we've been a good amount of places. We plan to go more.
Yeah.
So why the Philippines? And how did y'all end up staying like 5 months? Because that's pretty crazy to travel to all of these places, but there must be something about the Philippines that really, you know, resonated.
Yeah, it's like, for me, I wanted to bring her here. And everything was in lockdown, and I kept saying, we gotta go to the Philippines, we gotta go to Southeast Asia, we gotta go to Southeast Asia. So finally, everything opened up, of course, and we sorted our lives out, and we were able to travel full time. And then once we got here, she was like, wow, I really like this place. You're right?
I was impressed how modern it is in some places. So you have really a good mix of traditional Filipino food and culture, but then it's also the international hub where you meet people from every country, and then you have some Chinese influence, some Japanese influence, and it just really all blends together, and it's just, in a day-to-day basis, it just never gets boring.
It's just a good mix of everything.
Yes, when you want beach, you go to the island.
What were some of the challenges that you dealt with traveling around so much?
We dealt with some pests. I think that, you know, the Philippines is getting that together. Water. Drinking so much water. We found this water hack because it's so hot.
Yeah.
We were buying like it's a 10 liter?
I think
10
so.
liter. We were
Yeah.
buying those every 2
Big
days. But then we got delivery. We got a 5-gallon delivery, right?
Nice.
And it was like way cheaper. But
Yeah.
every 2 days we were buying a 10 liter because her and I just love water, and we just drink so much water. It was going like hotcakes.
Again, definitely, like I said before, the weather was the biggest challenge for me. And then also when it rains too, all of a sudden the sky gets dark and you just have exactly 30 seconds to get something.
Yeah.
If you not have
Yeah.
umbrella, you have 5-10 seconds to protect yourself from this crazy rain.
And then immigration.
Oh, yeah.
One of the times we were late.
Oh.
Not late by traditional standards. So in America, when they give you a 30-day deadline for something and it falls on a weekend, they would not count the weekend as a business day, and as long as you come on the next business day, that would be the 30th day. So on our second visa extension, it was only 26 days they gave us for whatever reason, and the 26th day fell on a weekend. And of course, once we showed up on that Monday, oh my gosh, they hit us with the late fee, the fast fee, the this fee, the that fee. And the next thing you know, we spent $300 extra. So that was
Wow.
kind of like I could have bought some nice dinners with that money.
That's crazy. I mean, I know, especially when it comes to immigration, sometimes mommy.
Yeah.
But no, when it comes to the Bureau of Immigration, sometimes they will switch up. Like sometimes the fees are different.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think coming from America, we're so used to things just having a set standard. Like,
Yes.
okay, hey, when I go to do this, I know I should expect this price. I should expect it to take this long and this. And in the Philippines, it's kind of like, well, you might get it by this day.
Yeah.
You might get it by that day.
Germans are even worse with the rules and like the playbook. So I think it's good to have not too much expectations and just go with the flow. Just communicate well. Which sometimes can be a challenge too, because not everyone speaks English. So I think now if we would stay longer, we could think about learning Tagalog at this point. It would make sense.
Few more phrases.
A couple of times we say salamat, which means thank you, and then they ask, do you speak Tagalog? And we're like, no, it's one of the only words that we can say, but they really love when you try to talk their language.
Next time, if that happens, here's a pro tip. Just say, siempre po konti lang.
Say it again.
Siempre po konti lang.
Contelong.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That means, of course, but a little.
Got it. Nice.
You'll see a big smile on their face.
Nice,
They love
okay,
it. They love
okay.
it. You guys living here for so long, I think the coolest part is that you've experienced all of these different areas.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
been in BGC.
BGC, McKinley Hill,
Makati,
Pasay,
Intramuros.
We didn't stay there though. We just
No, but we did
just
a
visited.
day.
Right.
In Pasay, but Roxanne that's the street, right? Like by the World Trade Center that they have here.
I got you.
Yeah.
We've stayed in almost every area.
And Alabang.
Oh, Alabang, yes,
Yeah.
Alabang. and Paranake and Montelupa.
Okay.
I forgot. We just stayed in those areas
Wow.
too. Yeah. So we got around.
So what are some tips that foreigners can use to decide on which area is right for them when they come out here?
Definitely try to preset an amount of time that you're gonna stay, because it probably would have been cheaper if we would have went to one area and stayed in that area longer. But of course we wanted to experiment a lot, number one.
Probably gotten known this water trick from the beginning,
Yes.
right? We did a video where we showed the supermarket prices and everyone was telling us, go to the local markets and get
Yes.
fresh fruits and vegetables, and we didn't know that at the beginning. So
Shopping in the local markets.
yes, talk to the locals, even ask for their advice. Look, we watched a lot of YouTube videos, also your videos, to get some good advice so you don't make certain mistakes.
And also, the longer you're here, the cheaper it kind of gets.
Yeah.
Because you can kind of balance like your westernized life with your Southeast Asian life and like have a mix. You want to find the perfect balance.
And then as a traveler, it's almost, or it is cheaper to eat out than cooking in your Airbnb. Usually we have a light breakfast, so we buy some stuff from the supermarket and then eat out for dinner.
Speaking of cost, as a traveler, it's cheaper to eat out. I would agree, because on my various trips to the Philippines, I maybe cooked one time. And, you know, I've traveled here like 3 or 4 times. I would always just eat out because it's just more convenient, a lot quicker, and it didn't break the bank. But in terms of the cost of living, just for living here 5 months, would you say it's more affordable living here
Yes.
versus America? And how
Yes.
do the costs compare?
It's definitely more affordable living here. It's almost probably half. Of course, expect a lot of different fees, and you probably want to have a way to make money, because I'm not exactly sure how it would be if we were making money in Filipino pesos.
Yeah, so in general, I would say rent and food is cheaper. Necessity like makeup, it depends on the brand. So if it's like a international brand, it's the same price or more, and then clothes and shoes are more expensive here as well.
Yes, so stock up on clothes and shoes before you come to the Philippines.
Yeah.
I'll do a trip to China real quick.
Yeah,
Just
something
for
like
shopping.
that. Just for
Right.
shopping.
Yeah, for me, I found out electronics were not as affordable.
Yes.
Because
Oh yeah.
according to social media, people just paint not just the Philippines, but all Southeast Asia as like the
Yes.
cheapest place. Like, oh, your rent is going to be this low, your food, And even when I got here, I noticed it's not cheap. It's affordable.
It's affordable. It's definitely not cheap. Even with rent, we're in a single, and we never were in a single. So if we were in a 2-bedroom, it would probably be like more comparable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also the portion sizes
Sometimes
are smaller
smaller.
too.
That's-
So if you were to actually add up every little thing, it probably wouldn't be 50%. It would probably only be about 20% or 25% cheaper. I think.
I would say like around 30 to 40% cheaper.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious to know, as a couple, how have you been treated by Filipinos as foreigners?
I had really good experiences. I've been treated very nicely, and I had to get used to it that they would stare at you. And I just find out it's just curiosity, because they kind of know you're not from here, so you must have traveled from far. They're still a little bit shy, so not everyone will talk to you, but then they look. Sometimes I would just start to talk to them or say hi or whatever. They just lighten up and just smile and just happy that you talk to them. How about you?
I think because I have so many Filipino friends and I kind of learned how to interact with Filipino people, definitely they can kind of mistreat you sometime as a traveler, because they think you just rich, right?
Yeah.
One time I was at a counter and I had 2 drinks in my hand, and the lady said, "Would you like a drink?" And I'm like,
Yeah, 2 drinks.
"No, I don't want to buy more stuff from you," right? Because she was basically trying to sell me some more stuff, even though my hands were full of stuff. But the other part is like, some of the times it's good to be like stern, because I believe that not just Filipinos but also Southeast Asians, they don't interact with a lot of cultures that are not Southeast Asian, so they actually learn by interacting with you.
Right.
So you just have to like slow down a little bit, talk to them, be calm, and then you guys get on a common ground, and like, oh, thanks. They actually like appreciate you once you take time to interact with them properly, because like Southeast Asia is like a world of its own.
Yeah.
Especially when you go in a big store, they will try to sell, and then on 1 square meter is like 2 or 3 people that try to sell something to you. There's nothing wrong with selling, because we both come from, we have a sales background too, and then sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming.
I mean, I have noticed a difference on like how sales agents and people who are selling anything out here, how that differs than, you know, people in the United States. It's more about quickly just trying to get the sale. Like, oh, hey, come by, we got the cheapest price. Oh, hey, this looks nice. You need this, you need this. Versus, you know, oh, hi, you know.
Yeah, what do you need?
Yeah, what do you need?
Yeah.
What's your favorite color? What's your...
I mean, that can be a little overwhelming, and I totally understand people want to make money, but pro tip, I was a #1 salesperson at a cell phone company in America. And the big reason why is I only sold to people's needs. Because if they're in the store, they already need something, and you're gonna get more sales or more appreciation in the process, which will have them come back, which will have them come to you specifically if you give the person what they need. Or they'll actually spend more money with you as opposed to like force them so that because they're not there to make you money.
Yeah, so like the more problems you solve, the more you're gonna sell. So you need to ask questions to find out, okay, which pain point does the person has, and then you're gonna sell more.
Yes.
Now, just to switch gears again, speaking of buying things, a lot of people online are always saying that there's a foreigner tax. Have you experienced a foreigner tax out here in the Philippines?
For sure. I thought that immigration fee was a foreigner tax.
Yeah.
I feel if I would have known someone, they would have wiped them fees off. They would at least wiped them in half, because they were charging so many. So they were charging a late fee, but then they were charging a rush fee on the late fee, plus the fact that like, oh, well, now you can't leave your passport because you need it now. So they put 3 rush fees. I'm like, why am I paying 3 rush fees? That was a foreigner tax, you know what I mean? For sure. And then all of the like little transaction fees and stuff like that. Or when you walk in a store, if the price is not posted, they'll literally just say any price. And I'm like, hey bro, I just bought this yesterday and it was like a lot less.
Yeah.
So no, okay. Well, what will you pay? And at that point, I'll just go somewhere else.
I can't really tell because someone might have done it to me, but I don't have a comparison. I remember one time I would always get like a menu of food with dessert, and the dessert was missing all of a sudden. But what I saw is I was like, hey, wait, there's supposed to be a buku pandan in there, and they were just super sorry. So I don't know if they did that on purpose or not. Like,
oh yeah, they definitely hit you with the upsell real quick. You can order something, and if they're like, oh, it's happened to me with my haircuts.
Oh yeah.
Here. So the haircut, you literally pre-check the haircut.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, the guy comes out with a razor shave and this, that. And I had got a razor shave before, and they didn't upcharge me. I go and it's like, oh, you got a razor shave, and I was like, I asked for this, and I thought it was included. Boom.
You still paid it?
Yeah, I didn't. I was like, just great, got me. Too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think in some way there may be a foreigner tax. Personally, I haven't experienced too much of it. It may just be some of the spots that I'm going to, but there are some times where I test it out, where I'll send my girlfriend in somewhere.
Smart.
And I'll tell her, hey, go get the price of this. And then I'll walk in.
That's a big advantage.
Yeah. So we talked about foreigner taxes or getting a foreigner tax. We talked about, you know, why you chose certain areas and the different areas you've experienced, cost of living and all of that stuff. But can we dive into what you guys do for work? Because you touched on it a little bit earlier that you need to have an active income. What would you recommend for people who are looking?
I would definitely recommend the fact that you do have some savings, but also not living off of it and having some income. We are full-time content creators, and we do branding and marketing, and I've been very successful at it throughout the years. And Vanessa just, what are you, 3 years in now?
Yeah.
And we are monetized on all social media platforms.
Wow.
So I think it's really good too that you don't rely too much on one income in case something goes wrong with that income.
Yes.
So we definitely monetize on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Did I miss one? Facebook as well is a big one. So we kind of post everywhere. And then we have a lot of opportunities that still come our way for brand deals, we're part of a lot of consulting programs. We can't necessarily say too much, but part of consulting programs and that we do to influence the platforms, and they pay us and things of that nature. And then also we have like different small side hustles that relate to social media, whether it's helping other creators or anything like that.
Yes, and as an entrepreneur, you just have to create every opportunity and have savings, and then also be prepared for doing this. So, and I would say we prepared this for a year. We were starting to sell a lot of our stuff, so downsize, minimalize us, which actually was like a very freeing process because we're not missing anything. It kind of feels good to live out a suitcase and just have like the most important things with you. We put a little bit of the stuff that we had that we didn't want to sell in your family's house. They were friendly enough to take care of that, and yeah, you should still live on a budget and not just go crazy and do whatever, because it's hard. You have to discipline yourself because, of course, when you're in the Philippines, you want to see everything, you want to try everything, you want to do trips, you want to fly to the islands. But the first month, especially that we were in the Philippines, we would be in our Airbnb and would use this and everything around it, and just would kind of film our daily life and would ball out right away.
And then also like we sell digital products, eBooks, and merchandise as well. So every little bit helps, and you know, American money definitely goes a long way.
Yeah.
And you know, just kind of making sure that you have a plan. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Because I've seen this happen so many times that people come out here and they get this idea that, oh, everything is cheap, everything is super, super cheap, but it's weird because they end up spending more money than they would spend in the States out here, because they trick themselves into thinking, oh, sure, I can just turn up every night, I can just buy bottles, I can, you know, go out here and there, and they end up overspending.
Yeah,
so
it'll add up for sure. So you definitely have to find a good balance.
Remember, you have to pay your immigration every month.
Yeah. Different fees, even when the foreign transaction fees, right? When you use your card from America, those add up too. So every time or your ATM fees, right? The fees will definitely add up a little bit here and there, and it'll count for something, right? Be an extra $100 a month you just paying in fees just to buy food.
Yeah, things go wrong. One time we booked the Airbnb and we couldn't even access the Airbnb, which wasn't our fault, it was the owner's fault. So,
Exactly.
But then they already took the money, and then
we gotta wait for them to refund it.
That takes a few days. So always be prepared for
something to go wrong.
Something to go wrong on the road.
Yeah, Murphy's Law.
Yeah.
Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. So, would you recommend that the Philippines is a great place for couples to travel to?
Yeah. I think it's done great for our relationship, and I also think that there's a lot of beauty to explore.
I would say as well, there's so much you can do. You can try together. If you're foodies, definitely, because you can even count how many restaurants in really every country. Found a Mexican place lately, right? We were like complaining about, we're missing our tacos, the Mexican food, because that's what we usually eat at least once a week in LA. And we found a nice spot here. So got the taco cravings.
Yeah, and you're gonna find every cuisine. So date night is gonna be A1.
Yep.
Okay. Now, what can foreigners expect before they get to the Philippines?
Before they get to the Philippines?
Yeah, or what should they expect before they get here?
What do you think?
I mean, get prepared for this weather. I can't say it enough. It's
that's a good one. Yeah, she was shocked by the weather.
You always say it's like Miami, but I think it's more humid here.
Yeah, possibly.
It's similar to Miami, but
I think
you just sweat and you have to drink. You just have to drink.
Anticipate
so much
the culture change.
Yeah.
And like everything is a little bit slower. Like when you're in line at the grocery store or something, you're gonna be like, oh my god. It takes forever.
Traffic.
You gotta like slow it down.
Crazy traffic.
And just be patient.
Not just that.
Yeah.
There's only 2 cashiers.
Yes.
And it'll be like massive lines.
Yeah.
And then there will be someone just sitting, not doing anything.
Yeah.
I've been to so many grocery stores, too many horror stories.
Yeah.
But yeah, that definitely is a culture shock.
The traffic is pretty brutal
extreme,
too.
Right? So really be careful when you walk over the street. A lot of people on bikes.
Yeah.
People are definitely curious about you when you come from a different place.
Yes, definitely. And be prepared for the upsell, because you're going to get upsold on just about everything.
Yes.
Would you like the large fry? No, I already know. Would you like the extra large fry? No.
I love how they're like very family oriented. There's a lot of kids,
Yeah.
super friendly. So if you come here with your family, with your kids, it's just like a really good place to do that.
Yes.
That's awesome.
It's like
Great
for
tips.
everyone, something for everyone,
Right.
no matter what age.
Yeah, it's weird because there's this misconception about the Philippines, and I think it's just because there's probably not enough content out there
Yes.
about the Philippines, and so, you know, people may think it's one way, but when you get here, it's, at least for me, when I got here, it was completely different.
It's completely different.
Yeah.
I had been here lots of times, and I never saw BGC the way. I was like, what?
I was surprised.
I was shocked.
One thing what I wasn't expecting, that it's so westernized in case of you have every big brand that you have in America here too, even restaurants. So I feel like they really oriented to America, and it just kind of feels like America some places plus the Asian influence too. So
Right.
it's like really crazy mix.
Yeah,
Agreed.
especially in areas like BGC, Makati,
Yeah.
you know, those major cities where you have, I mean, everything.
Everything.
Everything,
Yeah.
facts.
Shopping paradise,
Yeah.
for sure.
Good stuff. So we're gonna close this one out, but one thing that I want us to leave the viewers with is a little bit of motivation and inspiration. So for someone sitting at home watching this right now who wants to do what you guys are doing, or there's a couple who is thinking about making that trip and they just need that final little bit of motivation, what motivation or inspiration do you have to give to the audience if they want to do what you guys are doing?
I would say just do it. Not everything gonna go smooth, but this is just part of life, right? It's just like you learn through the experience, because for me it was like I would regret it way more if I wouldn't have tried. Now I know how it is, and I would always, if I wouldn't have done this step, even like moving to LA back in the days, I would always think, oh, what would have happened if I would have done it?
Yeah, and then I also think like all the things that went wrong here are things that could have went wrong in America, right? It wasn't
Yeah.
anything specific to here,
Yeah.
right? Even if like the upcharge at immigration, that could have been a speeding ticket I would have gotten in LA, right?
Yeah.
The same kind of difference. So just be prepared for the same life challenges. There's not going to be anything. For me, I'm like a problem solver. So I'm always anticipating a problem anyways. I'm not like negative where I'm like, oh, there's gonna be a problem. I just know that life isn't perfect. So I'm always keeping a little extra savings, or, oh, I'm getting money from here, or this platform is gonna get demonetized, but this platform is doing well. So I'm always just thinking about the full picture. So make sure that you're like envisioning the full picture every step of the way, and you'll be perfectly fine. But make sure you do it, okay? The best part is doing it and getting to it, because don't waste time. You'll never get the time back. Everything else will come back.
Absolutely. That's good. That's some good stuff. Well,
Appreciate that.
yeah. Well, as we close out, where can people find you guys? Because you're in the Philippines now, but you'll be making some trips to some other Southeast Asian countries and documenting that.
Yeah, we're gonna be in Bali in
right.
about
10 days.
10 days. In 10
Wow.
days, we'll be in Bali. We'll probably be back in the Philippines, especially to hang out with our boy Pinoy Floyd.
Yeah.
And you can find us on Instagram,
Mr. and Mrs. Global.
TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. And of course, we're always putting up crazy interactive, cultural, breaking, food, travel, couple comedy.
Not gonna get boring.
No, it's not gonna get boring.
Yeah. Great stuff. Well, I appreciate having y'all on the channel. This was
you.
fantastic. Y'all make sure y'all go show them some love on all their platforms. I watch them on YouTube and
Yeah.
Instagram, but y'all show them love everywhere. We will tag them in the description. We'll add them to the title of this video and also the top pinned comment. So you can click there, check out their content, and watch their video of them in the grocery store, and also watch our video of us trying all of the fried chicken
Oh, yeah.
And
in
also,
the Philippines.
they can make sure that they leave a comment, because we'll comment back.
Yeah.
We interact back. So
Yeah,
you talk to us, we talk to you.
exactly. So If y'all have anything y'all want to say in the comment section, any questions that y'all have for us, just let us know. We'll answer those. But hey, I appreciate y'all jumping on the channel.
Thanks for having us, bro.
This is great. We hope y'all have a great day, and we love you all. We want you to stay safe. God bless. Take care. Peace.